All right, let us get started. Greetings and salutations, new and returning viewers. Gene the Revenant here, former aspiring conqueror, now prisoner inside of a vault. I guard an archive of physical media, and I occasionally show it, and I like to show it off in streams and videos. Today's stream is going to be continuing well, I'm going to continue sampling some titles from Sonic's Ultimate Genesis collection, specifically the PS3 copy. The PS4 copy has a rather annoying input lag, so I'm going to stay away from that one. So I started sampling this one some months back. I got up through the D's. I know there's a joke in there. I'm not going to make it. Tonight I'll be starting off with the E's, and this is just... I'm just planning a simple, light stream where I'm just going to check out as many titles as I can. And I am starting earlier this evening, you may have noticed, 6 p.m. Central Time. I'm still going to hold the stream for my usual 2 hours, so this is going to go until 8 Central Time. 2 hours from this moment now. Because I really need to fix my sleep schedule. So I'm hoping that clocking out at 8 will give me enough time to wind down and maybe not feel like an actual zombie in real life. So, other than that, not much going on in the vault. I do have a video in the works. I've already done the writing and the initial recording. Lots of editing left to do on it, but so I don't know whether or not I'll actually have it done this weekend. I'm hoping that it'll be done in time for Valentine's Day. If not, then I'll just consider it a general February release. But that is enough of that. Let's check out some games. I had that turned off. I don't think anything got revealed. Let's start checking these out. Okay. I've had to tinker with the audio settings on here, so I'm hoping everything comes through nice, clean, and even.
Sega.
I did a very brief test before stream, and I think volume for both the games and myself should be just fine. And I know there are a bunch of unlockable games on here, but I'm just going to stick with the main list. So Decap Attack, that yeah, I actually did play that. Started in October and then finished it a few weeks ago. It's a challenge, but it's got its endearing quirks. Okay, eSWAT. Let's see how that goes. I think I tried this once already, but just for the sake of a clean start on the E's, I'll give it another shot. Okay, okay. Do a quick rundown. Year released, 1990. Being a cop in the future means having to deal with criminals that have all sorts of dangerous technology at their disposal. Currently, the ruthless terrorist organization Eve, is taking control of the city with its army of robots and mutants. Luckily for you, you're a member of eSWAT, the Enhanced Special Weapons and Tactics Force. Although you start off as a regular police officer, you quickly work your way up the ranks until you're qualified to wear the powerful ice combat suit. Oh. There's some accidental topical references. Mechanized body armor that's armed with a variety of weapons and a jetpack. Suit up and prepare to fight your way through 8 grueling missions to prove that you're the best on the force. Did you know this Sega Genesis version of eSWAT is based on the arcade game eSWAT Cyber Police? The home version features entirely different levels and enemies, however. A third eSWAT game was also available for the Sega Master System. This version was completely different from both the arcade and Sega Genesis titles. Don't let the identical subtitles fool you. This game has nothing to do with the 6th Police Academy movie. Well, I've seen no Police Academy movies, so nothing to worry about there. And let's just get started. Okay, so there's jump, attack, 2 attack buttons, and a select. Excuse me.
SWAT.
Heh. Sure, let's go with 5 players. I assume that means lives. Okay, select, attack, and jump. Guard, Silent City. First mission, start. Okay, there is some slight... Ow. Okay, so there's very slight input lag, but nothing that I can't work around. Ow. Okay, so select just does its full jump attack. Ow. Okay, so this is a fairly straightforward side-scrolling shooter. Okay. All right. Oh. Ow. Hmm. There we go. Ow. There we go. All right. No. Wait a second, am I just backtracking? Yes, I am. Oh. I didn't realize jumping would be that easy. Ow. Okay, that restored 2 bars. There we go. There we go. Don't need to defeat every enemy, just get past them. What's this? Oh. Nope. Come on. Ugh, this was so much easier. Something like this was so much easier with Vector Man. Ow! Oof. Ow. Ah, Parker Curry, 5194. Hello, hello. I'm just doing a sample of a bunch of different old, or a bunch of old Sega games. Probably hitting the end of my, or probably going to stop after, on this one, in just a few minutes. Ow. This one is called E-SWAT. Ow. Okay, I think that's going to be enough for this one. So, I'm going to put that as a maybe on my queue. So that was E-SWAT. Okay, Echo the Dolphin. Now, this one's a title that I think is fairly well known. Alright. Echo the Dolphin, year release 1993. Echo was an ordinary dolphin swimming around with his pod in the ocean. After accepting a challenge to see how high out of the water he could leap, Echo performed an impressive jump. At the zenith of his leap, however, a massive waterspout formed and sucked his friends up into the sky. No idea how that happens. Landing back in the ocean, Echo sets out on a quest to discover the mysterious forces behind his friend's disappearance. As a dolphin, Echo has the power of echolocation at his disposal. Sending out a sonic wave allows you to communicate with other sea creatures and create maps of the immediate vicinity. Just remember that dolphins are mammals and need to occasionally come up for air. Did you know? The 5 stars on Echo's forehead form the constellation Delphinus, which is Latin for dolphin. The original box art for Echo the Dolphin was painted by renowned fantasy artist Boris Vallejo. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Okay, let us get this one started. Okay, so there's dash, sonar, and accelerate. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Oh, here we go. The marks on your head look like the stars in the sky. Oh, yeah, Revenant trophy. Communication is key. Ow. What have we here? Sing to the shelled ones, and they will heal your wounds. Okay. Hmm. Well, this is certainly a curious game. I'm not getting any... I'm not getting... How high in the sky can you fly? Ah, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Ow. time to find out what happened to the missing sea friends. Ow. The ocean floor is rather empty. I'm not getting too many cues on how to proceed. I like the gameplay though. It's interesting. Ah, okay. Suddenly, great winds of water. Wait, is that all he says? Suddenly, great winds of water. I guess that's all. Ow. Ooh. Oof. Okay, controls are a little bit... Ow. Okay, I'm just keep getting stuck on that rock. There we go. Ow. Okay. Ow. Yeah. It said, sing to the shelled ones to heal your wounds. But... I wonder if dash is supposed to work as an attack of some sort. Ow. Oh, okay, so dash does attack enemies. That's good to know. Ah, killer whale. Okay, here we go. This is... Oh, so this is a map of some sort. Okay. All right. Wonder what happened with that killer whale. Ignore those. Ow. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so the controls do take a little while to get used to, especially in terms of timing the jump, or timing the dash. Ow. That's annoying. There we go. Gonna go try and find that killer whale again. I believe I need to go this way. Ah. There we go. Ouch. Ouch. Ah, yes, that's right. I did need to go just a little bit deeper. Yeah, okay, here we go. Killer whale. I know not what has happened to your pod. Perhaps the Big Blue will help you. You must travel past the Undercaves to find him, Big Blue. Ah. So I need to find something called the Big Blue. Okay, I need to go up just a little bit. Ow. Yeah, come on. Get down. Ouch. Alright, nothing there. Ah. Oh. Just swam in a circle there. There we go. I am sad for you. I know not of your pod. Huh. Well, I hope that wasn't too necessary. Undercaves, a deep maze of caverns with no surface to the dry side. Songs of the sea sing of great danger in this place. That's probably a password of some sort. Okay, so the crystals serve as some sort of map object. Okay, I think I'm going to chuck this one up as a maybe and see what's next on the list. Echo the Tides of Time. One moment here. Excuse me. Year released, 1994. After traveling through time and saving his pod from the alien Vortex Queen, it seemed like Echo's life would return to normal. The peace that Echo earned wouldn't last for long, however. The Queen has come to Earth to build a new hive. Before long, Echo discovers that his time traveling in his previous adventure had interfered with the time stream, creating two futures. One that was a dolphin paradise, and another that had been drained of all its water by the vortex. To set things right, Echo must navigate new 3D segments and master the art of transforming into different animals. A time-traveling, transforming dolphin. Sure, we might as well have a game about that. Did you know, like the original Echo, The Tide of Time's box art was painted by Boris Vallejo, the famous fantasy artist. Other animals that utilize echolocation include bats, sperm whales, and certain types of shrews. Okay then. Dash, accelerate, and sonar. Same controls. Okay. It is good to be back in the cool waters of Earth. The asteroid gave you the power to defeat the vortex and save us all. Boy, there was a lot that went on in the first game. Ow. The sea is filled with teleport rings made only for you by the Atlanteans. Oh, so now we're bringing Atlantis into this. Swim through them and they will take you great distances. Okay. Okay. Ah. This is a bit interesting. Okay, so what do I need? 3 more? Oh! Oh. Okay, so do I just keep swimming through rings until I reach the next area? Okay. I'm serious. I'm just pretty much flying blind here. Okay, here we go. Crystal Springs. Follow me, Echo. There is something strange below. Wait, was that a shark? Well, this certainly is strange. Okay. Ow. These are very curious games. Where'd the other dolphin go? Okay, I don't think I'm going to make much more sense out of this game in just a quick sample, so I'm going to put that one up as another maybe. And move on to the next game in the list. Fatal Labyrinth. Year released, 1991. In a shocking twist, this RPG features a kingdom in danger that can only be saved by a chosen warrior. Yeah, shocking indeed. In this case, it is the land of Dragonia that is falling into darkness. Dragonia. I can't help but wonder if this might... if there's supposed to be some sort of a tie-in with Shining Force 1. It's probably nothing more than coincidence, but I do have to wonder. And unless the Holy Goblet is reclaimed from a horrible dragon, all hope is lost. The people have chosen Trikar, the brave swordsman, to enter the probably not all that pleasant, judging from the game's title, labyrinth and reclaim the lost artifact. As you journey through the ever-changing mazes, you'll find new weapons and armor to equip yourself with, as you face the monstrous hordes within. Only the most dedicated warriors will make it to the 30th level of the labyrinth. Did you know? Fatal Labyrinth is an early example of a roguelike game, similar to Sega's Mystery Dungeon, Shiren the Wanderer. The labyrinth's layout is randomly generated. The mazes will be different each time you play the game. Unlike most RPGs, gold isn't used here to purchase new items and weapons. Instead, the wealthier you are, the better quality funeral you'll be given when you die. Pleasant thought, eh? Well, I've dealt with randomly generated dungeons in Revenant, so this shouldn't be too strenuous. Let's check it out. Okay, pick up, menu, cancel. No attack button, so this is probably going... This may just be meant as strictly exploration. Hmm. Fatal Labyrinth. Press start button. Hmm. The dragon must be destroyed before we get trapped in a world of darkness. Help, I'm scared. The dragon is coming. There's a graveyard up ahead. That is where all the departed souls go. I heard that a brave swordsman defeated the dragon a long time ago. I wonder if I have to go to school tomorrow. Well, someone has his priorities in order. No more sunlight. Please destroy the dragon so I can dry my laundry outside. Yeah, that's... People are very relaxed about what sort of threat a dragon poses. Dragonia, the legendary castle, has risen once more. We're finished. The end of the world is coming. The ghouls from Dragonia keep coming back, even if we defeat them. Hey, I'm a ghoul. I take offense to that. What shall we do? A ghoul stole the holy goblet for the dragon. I am not affiliated with that ghoul. Ghoul has invaded the village and stole the holy goblet. Well, don't look at me. I'm locked up in the vault. I'm not going anywhere. A ghoul from Dragonia has stolen the holy goblet, the source of light which illuminates the world. We must get the goblet back to prevent the dragon from returning to power. The goblet casts out darkness and brings forth light. Where do you think you're going? No, don't even try it. Many have fought the dragon but failed. Okay. So, what do I do? So you are going regardless of the danger involved? Make sure you tell everyone that you're leaving. Take care. Don't use anything before finding out what it does. It's difficult to aim an axe, but it's powerful. It's easier to aim a spear, but it's not as powerful. Beware of magic. Beware of magic. You may find a powerful sword in Dragonia. May the spirit of the holy goblet be with you. And also with you. May the spirit of the holy goblet be with you. Go get that dragon. Sure, I've heard that a brave swordsman fought the ghouls from Dragonia with the goblet. Huh. Step 1 complete. Exit the village. Woo. Ow, picked up short bow. Damage 2 points. Ow. You're getting sleepy. Oh dear. Damage 2 points. Let me... No, let me go. Let go of me. Ow. Picked up a red ring. Ow. Damage 2 points. Do I just use it? Power of the weapon is 1 point. Missed. Okay. Missed. Ow. Ow. I'm going to die soon. I don't have anything, do I? Well, that was interesting. I'm going to give it one more shot. Ah. Oh, I just need to press up against them. The controls on this feel very clunky. I want to get into this game, it's just difficult to figure it out. Okay, bats down. Ah. Come on, get away, get away, run, run! Picked up a yellow scroll. Okay, bats down. causes damage, destroy the jelly. How many hits does it take to destroy one of these things? Okay, worms down. Ah. Move, you idiot. Hmm. All right. Oh, I have a mourner this time. Well, that's nice. Okay, I think I've spent enough time on that one. Let's see what's next on the list. I do want to get... This is a very strange one. It's definitely a challenge, but I do want to get into it more later on. I would like to explore more of it. Okay, Fatal Labyrinth. Flicky. Flicky's year released 1991. Flicky's babies are in danger. You must help the poor blue bird travel through each area and collect her chirps, her tiny yellow offspring. As you collect more and more chirps, they'll follow you around. Standing in Flicky's way is the mischievous striped cat called Tiger and the scaly iguana known as Iggy. Multiple tigers and Iggies will attack you at once, so you'll have to be quick to avoid their attacks. Toss items at your foes to knock them out, and save the little birds by leading them to the stage's exit. Earn big bonus points by taking multiple chirps to the exit at once. Did you know? Although Flicky is the name of the main character in the game, it has since been discovered that there are many Flicky birds. The Flickies have gone on to make multiple appearances in the Sonic the Hedgehog games. Specifically Sonic 3D Blast. Okay, the Sega Genesis and Sega Saturn game, Sonic 3D Blast, is called Sonic 3D Flicky's Island in Japan and Europe. The game borrows many gameplay elements from Flicky. Yes, like the incorporation of an escort mechanic. And we all love those, don't we? Flicky was designed by former Sonic team member Yoji Ishii, who also worked on Rystar, Panzer Dragoon, Sonic 3D Blast, and Nights into Dreams. Ooh. Okay. Jump and shoot. Help Flicky guide Chirpies to the door. Press the button to jump and shoot. Rack up a super score. $18 seconds, 20,000 points. Okay. I guess I thought I figured the enemies respawned. 10,000 points. Okay. Ah. Okay, I missed one. "17 seconds, 20,000 points." Ah. Ah, shoot. Oh, wow, I unlocked a new game. Fantasy Star. Or Fantasy Zone. Getting chicks. Eh. There we go. 23 seconds, 10,000. Another bonus round. There we go. Perfect bonus. Goody. Ah, well, so much for getting the perfect. Ah, darn it. "33 seconds." There we go. I'll see if I can pull off one more level and then move on to the next title. Oh, and there's Iggy. Ah. Ah, shoot. No. Ah. Darn it. Okay. Well, not a bad run, I suppose. Considering that that seems to be one of those games that's intended to be unbeatable, I'm just going to chalk this one up as, I don't know, a casual game. Casual title for casual streams. Gain ground. Oh, never heard of this one. Year released, 1991. Enemy forces are swarming the battlefield and it looks like you only have two choices. Wipe them all out or muscle your way past them. From the start, you'll only be able to play as one of 3 different characters. Choose wisely, as they each have their own unique weapon, special weapon, and speed. Occasionally, you'll see another soldier held captive by the enemy. If you can rescue the hostage and lead him or her to the stage's exit, you'll be able to take control of them in the next round. There are 20 playable characters in all, so stay alert and save everybody. If you're feeling overwhelmed, a partner can play along and help out. Yes, well, I don't really have any partners to speak of inside the vault. Did you know the original arcade version of Game Ground allowed 3 people to play at once? Begin playing the game in hard mode, and you'll be able to select any of the 20 playable characters right away. Okay, let's give this one a shot. Alt shot, primary shot, alt shot, and alt shot. Okay, so it's only two forms of attack: a primary shot and an alt shot. All right. Yeah, that is an annoying flickering effect. I guess you need a special item to pull off the alt shot. Oh wow, those are a lot of characters. It seems like each character is essentially a one-hit wonder. Okay, let's try this out. I really don't like that flickering effect though. Ah. Yeah, let's go with a monstrous guy. Okay, so that's one guy gone. 2 guys. 3. Ah! Move. I should have gone back with the spear fighter. And what is this? Ah. Okay. Curious. So I've got the fighter. Oh, that's all I have. One down. 2 down. 3. Now I really only need to get to the exit. Oh, I see. So the buttons determine where the attacks can go. Okay. Or the arrows on the icon. Okay, that makes sense. Ah. Ah. But I also have to take the arc into account. Ah. Okay. Oh dear. Just barely got out. That was close. Ah. Oh, shoot. Continue. Yes, please. Blast. Oh, interesting. Oh. Seems like alt fire can go in a different direction. Oh, I guess I died. You know what? I think I will try this one later. Oh, that was close. Okay, let's try her. Okay, so there is a count on how many people left I need to get out. Okay. Okay, so I got all of the characters out. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Oh, wow. Okay, lady with a boomerang. Let's give that a shot. Oop. Okay, well, I like the boomerang attack. shoot. Okay, so that character's gone. Okay, we'll go back to the bullet guy. And he's gone. Well, shoot. Ah. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm going to put that on the list for an attempt later, but Xbox Clown 8922. Hello, I love this and Sega Genesis classics. Oh, glad to see somebody else who enjoys the older days of gaming. Yes, I'm just running through a few, I'm just trying to run through a few of the titles here on the Ultimate Genesis collection this evening. So this is, I've done several rounds here in Gain Ground, and I think I'll give it a shot. I'll try it more in depth on a later stream. But for now, let's see what's next on the list. Okay, Golden Axe. Now this one, okay, so Golden Axe I have played before on the stream. In fact, I do have all the VODs up for it, so I'm going to give this one a pass for now. Let's take a look at Golden Axe 2. Year released, 1991. Years have passed since the defeat of the wicked Death Adder. The peace won't last forever, however, as a new threat has appeared. In ancient times, Dark Gold, the Lord of Darkness, and his forces destroyed entire countries and brought the world into chaos. Oh. Oh. He was finally imprisoned, but after all this time, he has finally found a way to escape. It is now up to the 3 brave warriors who defeated Death Adder to return to battle and send Dark Gold back where he came from. The sprightly elves and their magical potions may be missing in the sequel, but all of the action of the original has returned. Did you know? Golden Axe 2 was a Sega Genesis exclusive title. It didn't originate as an arcade game. The duel mode from the original is back in Golden Axe 2. In 1994, Sega expanded on the concept when it produced Golden Axe The Duel, a one-on-one fighting game for the Sega Saturn. Okay. Alright, so let's give Golden Axe 2 a shot. Okay, so there's magic. Okay, so there's jump, attack, and magic. Straightforward. A few years after the last battle, in this land the peace is threatened again by an evil power. The Lord of Darkness, Dark Gold, who should have been imprisoned in ancient times, arose again. He destroyed entire countries with his evil clan to bring this world into chaos. Once again, the 3 warriors have thrown themselves into a mighty into a mighty battle. Blah. I cannot speak properly. Golden Axe 2. Okay, difficulty, sure, normal. And I do not mind bumping up the... Okay, magic, fine, we'll keep it special, whatever that means. Life meter, I might be playing this on normal, but I don't mind bumping that up all the way. And I'll just go through the normal game. Okay, the dwarf was the best. I remember the dwarf being the easiest character to use just because his attack had the longest range, so we'll go with him. Okay. Ow. Oof. Ow. Okay. Oh, I see. So you recover magic by defeating mages. Makes sense. Oof. Ow. Interesting attack. Ow. Oh dear. Kaboom! Ow. If it works, ouch. Keep with it. Ow. Okay, that enemy's down. After the battle in the ravaged village, we decided to start for the ancient ruins. Okay. Ow. Oof. Ouch. Okay, need to remember to use the environment properly. Kaboom! Oof. Ugh, not the skeletons again. I know exactly what this is going to be like. Ow. You know, these ones aren't so bad as in the first game. I think things are... I wouldn't say easier, but... well, okay, maybe a little bit easier. Ow. Ow. Ouch. Yeah, just... relying on just standard attacks seems like a good way to just wind up getting yourself killed. Ow. Oofa. No. Yeah, I'll deal with these skeletons and then move on to the next title. Oh wait. Ouch. Come on. Ouch. Okay, this was probably overkill to just finish off one skeleton, but... no, maybe not. Ah. Ugh, I'm getting flashbacks to the final boss of Gold Max 1. That was no fun. Ouch. So I do get to continue. Ouch. Ow. Ow. Okay, let's hit him with one more magic attack and just use up the last of that. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, he's down. Okay, so I'm going to put this down as a yes for later. Although if it turns out anything like the first game, I'm probably going to use some of my dark Revenant magic to finish. Yes, that's what I'm calling it. Golden Axe 3. Yeah, going to take a moment to just stand up and stretch a little bit. Ah, there we go. Really feel the spine pop in that one. Jump, attack, and magic. Okay. Oh, shoot. You know what? I completely forgot to read the synopsis. How foolish of me. Okay, year released, 1993. Chaos is spreading across the land once again as the Prince of Darkness arises to conquer the world. To stop him and retrieve the legendary Golden Axe, 4 heroes step forward to accept the challenge. Gilius Thunderhead, the dwarf fighter from the previous Golden Axe adventures, sits this quest out and acts as an advisor to the new team. Joining past warriors, Axe Battler and Tyrus Flare, are a man-panther who has mastered the magic of fog, and a hulking barbarian with the power to manipulate stone. Multiple branching paths allow you to take this journey several times and experience new battles. Did you know Golden Axe 3 was briefly available in the US as a download on the Sega channel? Yeah, need a sip of water there. In 1992, Sega produced an arcade game called Golden Axe: The Revenge of Death Adder. It is an entirely different game from Golden Axe 3. Okay. Yeah, let's give this one a shot. Jump, attack, and magic. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Do-do-do. One player. Yes, I would like to play as the cool-looking Panther Man. Ba-doom. Now that you have been released from the evil curse, your mission is to defeat the Prince of Darkness and return with the Golden Axe. Go now, brave warrior. So as I recall, the Panther Man was one of the fastest characters. Both in terms of attack speed. There we go. Ow. Ouch. Oof. And I'm just going to ignore the snail. I can move faster on my own anyway. Ow. A mobile level. Down you go. Ouch. Chomp chomp. Okay, takes care of those guys. I'll go on for just a little bit longer. Oh. Come on. There we go. That's better. Okay, so at least I have some health. Oh. Ow, no. Yeah, let's try a little bit of magic. Not as powerful as it could have been, but should have at least done some damage. Ow. Okay. And I think that's enough from this title for now. I'm going to put this one up as a yes for later. And let's go on to the next item in the game, in the list. What do we have? Kid Chameleon. Year released, 1992. Back in the early 90s, people were convinced that the future of video games involved wearing funky-looking goggles and entering a virtual reality world. Yeah, that's not quite as far-fetched as they thought. Now is it? That dream becomes a nightmare, and Kid Chameleon, with a local arcade, debuts a new VR game called Wildside. The final boss of this highly advanced holographic game, Heady Metal, has become self-aware and begins trapping kids in the game. Only one kid is cool enough to save the day. Kid Chameleon. Lead Kid through this living video game and become more powerful by collecting helmets that allow our hero to morph into more new forms. Also keep an eye open for teleporters, which you'll need to get through the nearly 100 levels. Ugh. Did you know, from 1970 to 1972, there was a British comic book starring a camouflage-using lad named Kid Chameleon. This game has nothing to do with that comic. Okay. To earn a 1-up in Kid Chameleon, you must collect an Ankh, the Egyptian symbol of life. Well, okay then. Okay, so there's speed, jump, and special. Speed, jump, and special. Okay. There was a new machine in the arcade that one could walk into and play. It used holograms to create a reality, not our own. Everybody played it. But it was a little too real. The boss escaped and began capturing kids by defeating them at the game. This is the story of someone too tough to beat. Someone known as... Kid Chameleon. Okay, options. Speed, jump, and special. Speed, normal action. Push for fast. Okay. Blue Lake Woods. This game was also on the Sega Smash Pack 2, I think. I remember playing this quite a bit as a child. Oh yes, I'm on a timer, aren't I? Shoot. Right, the knight's good for durability, but he also winds up smashing a bunch of... You can also wind up smashing a bunch of platforms that you might otherwise need. Yeah, like that. Well, I got a no hit bonus, so that's alright, I suppose. Okay. That takes care of that. Ow. Oh, so much for the no hit bonus. Yeah, there was supposed to be some special maneuver you could do. Oh, what was it? Maybe I don't have enough gems for it yet. High water pass. I'll go a little bit further in here. Here's the next one. Okay. Not entirely sure what that did. Oh, I think that was just continue. Oh, now I remember what the knight did. Yes, that's it. Okay, and here's the knight once again. That basically just refills health. Ow. Okay, and over the edge. And sure, I'll give one more stage a try. Oh. There we go. Oh. Take that, slime. Ow. Ow. TGIF. Ha! Oh, that's... Gee, I wonder what they could have... Gee, I wonder why that's an achievement. Ah, shoot. I should have tried to keep the hockey mask. Okay, Underskull Mountain. You know, I think I'm getting close enough to the end of the stream that I think that's going to be enough for one evening. I know I'm cutting it a little bit short, but I think the next couple games are Phantasy Star. Those are RPGs, which are going to take a very long time to get into. So I will save those for another night. For the time being, let's get back to the vault. All right, well, yeah, that was fun. Got to try out a bunch of other titles, some that I'm familiar with, and some that I'm not. And I think I've got a few. And with that, I've got definitely have a few more that I want to add to my queue for these retro streams. So as far as immediate plans go, tomorrow's going to be another stream, same time as tonight, 6 p.m. Central Time. And I will be playing more of Agalos. Last week was rather challenging at the Wind Temple. So tomorrow I'm planning on just working on some of the side objectives in the game. I am hoping that they aren't too challenging. And like I said at the start of the game, or at the start of the stream, I do have another video in the works. I'm hoping to get it done by this weekend. If not, then then sometime this month. I know that sounds non-committal, but I am changing my format a bit to be primarily streaming with video work, with video work being a secondary focus. I'd like to do more, but this is essentially a part-time gig for which I am unpaid. But enough about that. Those are the plans for the time being, and hoping to see I'm hoping you'll join me for them. But as far as this evening goes, I am grateful for those of you who tuned in to watch the live stream and those of you who are watching the VOD, and any support you'd like to throw the channel, whether it be a like, subscribing, a comment, that is all very much appreciated. You can also follow me on Twitter for schedules and updates. The link to that is going to be in the description for this video. And until we meet again, I will bid you all a very fond adieu.